Get up, we've got things to do. Every day brings something new. Music's all around, we're dancing to its every sound. While we're hanging with our best friends, singing out. It isn't hard when you're in your backyard. We've got the whole wide world in our yard for us to explore. That's why we're always back for more. Come sing out in our yard. We're back in the backyard.
Izzilla 2, Rise of the Gargantu-Cat. Newspaper! Here's your newspaper! La-dee-dee-dee-doo-dee-dum. Ah! Whoops! Sorry, Shana.
It's okay. It happens.
Are you a zookeeper?
Matter of fact, I am, ma'am.
I have a specialty in dragons.
Oh. You're a paper mare, aren't ya?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to be today.
Well, it looks like we have a conundrum.
Yeah, it looks like we do.
I want to be a paper mare, and I want to be a zookeeper. That's two completely different storylines.
What are we gonna do about that?
Let's go find some pony else who wants to play with us. Maybe he or she will know what to do about this.
Good idea. Hey, look who's over at the picnic table.
It's Pipp. Maybe she can help us make a decision.
Hey, Pipp!
Well, hello, Sunny. Shana, what are you two up to today?
I want to be a newspaper pony.
And I want to be a zookeeper.
But we can't decide what adventure to go on today.
Oh, dear. Well, we might have a little problem with that. You see, I want to be a chemist today.
Uh-oh. Now we've got 3 choices.
How are we going to decide what adventure we want to go on now?
Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm a stomping that Izzilla stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Izzilla stomp.
Hey, Izzy! Over here!
Oh, hi guys. And hello to you too, you. What's going on, my dearly beloved friends?
Sunny, Pipp, you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, if I'm thinking what you're thinking, I think it's a fabulous idea.
Wait, you're not really suggesting what I think you're all suggesting.
2 words. Izzilla sequel. That is genius!
Wait a minute, we're doing an Izzilla sequel? As in a sequel to one of our previous adventures? That sounds fun!
Well, isn't that what you were doing just a second ago?
Oh no, I was just singing to the Izzilla song. But doing an entire sequel? That sounds awesome! Then an Izzilla sequel it is. Yes, let's do it! Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Izzilla stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Izzilla stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm Izzilla. Hear my Zilla roar. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm Izzilla. You can hear me from both shores. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm Izzilla. From my horn down to my toes. And I'll make a sound that's really scary when I blow my Izzilla nose. I'm big, I'm furry, ain't in a hurry. Be my friend is a thriller. Stomp, 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 Zilla. Stomp, 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 I'm Zilla. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Zilla stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Zilla stomp. Life for Zilla ain't easy. You always gotta watch for your step. And when I come around, I drink a lot of water, so you better stock and prep. Stomp, 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 I'm a Zilla, and I'm a stomp from spring to fall. And when my friends need me, wherever they need me, I'ma come running when they call. I'm a stomp over there with my messy hair, kinda dirty and a little bit sweaty. Stomp, 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 a Zilla. Stomp, that's me, I'm a Zilla. Stomp, 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 I'm stomping that Zilla stomp. Stomp, 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 I'm stomping that Zilla stomp.
Ooh, an Izzilla adventure. How exciting. Alright, it's sequel time! Yeah! Let's go! I'm off into the woods, and we're off to South City, where the buildings are tall and gray, but not nearly as tall as the Zillas. And every bit of news is huge.
But again, not nearly as huge as a Zilla. That hit the spot.
Extra, extra, read all about it! Newspaper! Oh. Gotcha! Thanks, Sonny! Extra, extra! Read all about it!
Local chemist gets interviewed for her information on Zilla-related chemicals. Hello, ladies and gentlepups. It's I, Volcano T-Dog, reporting to you live from downtown South City. And with me here today is the legendary Professor Pipp Petals.
Hello, Miss Volcano. It's so nice to have you here in our little city.
Well, it's good to be here. It's not every day you get to meet a scientist who discovers 5 super extremely rare chemicals, which have had an intense effect on the wildlife and a certain pony on our planet. Care to comment?
Oh, I absolutely would, Miss Volcano. Ever since me and my 2 friends, Shana and Sunny, became friends with Izzilla, the giant unicorn, we have made some extensive research on Zillarium and its productivities. It turns out that Zillarium is actually a combination of 3 compounds which actually fell here from meteorites that actually broke through our planet's atmosphere and crashed onto our planet.
How very interesting.
And those weren't the only 3 meteorites that crashed. 2 more just like them also crashed onto the planet, but in different places. And each of these 5 meteorites from outer space bore a certain chemical that isn't native to our planet. 3 of these chemicals, we refer to these 5 chemicals as shrinkarium, zoolarium, precarium, which my friends Sunny, Shana, and myself have named respectively, as well as marianium and cambrium.
What interesting names for space chemicals.
We discovered them, so we get to name them.
And how did you come by to discover these chemicals, Miss Professor Petals?
We actually came upon them. We like to explore, and Izzilla was actually the one who to name the final 2. Whereas for the other 3, we found them while we were exploring a couple of days. Oh, those are such fun times. I have brought small samples of each of these 5 chemicals back to my lab to experiment with them.
And what have you used to experiment on with these certain chemicals?
Oh, a usual plant. Well, I use small plants, and sometimes I use inanimate objects if I can. But nothing that'll burn too much. I don't want to burn our apartment down.
Have you ever used any live subjects?
Oh, gracious no! I never use live subjects, especially not sentient ones. I never use chemicals on sentient subjects. They have lives of their own, you know. This live recording has been approved by the South City Zoo.
So do you think the government has their hooves on the same chemicals?
It's certainly possible. But as far as I know, me and my friends are the only ones who know the location whereabouts of the chemicals. Hopefully, God willing, it'll stay that way. I don't want the chemicals to fall into the wrong hooves or paws. After all these years, I'm finally going to get to be a giant! Professor Cat, my agents haven't seen you in a while, and... No, 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 no! Get out! Get out! Evacuate the lab! Everybody evacuate the lab! This is officially an emergency situation! Oh dear.
Pony sakes, he's ginormous! General Blue, what do we do?
We were not prepared for such a crisis like this, soldier. We don't have the proper ammunition. So considering our options, there's really only one thing to do.
And what's that?
Retreat! Everybody run!
Yes! Scream! Run! Scream with fear! I want to hear that sound! I'm going to get you! This is the most fun I've had in ages! But I want to be bigger. But how? I've already drunken every last drop of Zillarium we had. Looks like my next stop is South City.
Ah, home sweet home.
It's been a hot minute since we've last seen Izzilla, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been.
When was the last time we saw Zilla anyway?
Last Saturday. But you're right, it has been a hot minute. But you're right, it has been a while since we've seen her. Perhaps we should plan a visit sometime this coming weekend. I like that idea. I hope she's not too busy. Are Zillas usually busy? Knowing Izzilla, she's probably busy exploring. I hope she still has time for us little people.
Little people. Good one, Pipp!
Hey, hold up a hoofin' minute. That's the president.
I didn't hear anything about there being a presidential announcement.
Me neither. That's mighty strange. Put it on speaker, Sonny.
Here, little headphone bits so you both can listen in.
Thanks.
Hello? Hello, this is Sunrise News. How can I help you?
Miss Star Scout? Professor Pipp? Miss Shana? Wait. No huffin' way.
Mr. President?
That I am, Miss Star Scout. I only wish I were calling you on better circumstances.
Mr. President, what do you mean? Why are you calling us from our apartment?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I'm afraid the situation has become too dire for me to openly discuss. I had to ensure to brief you personally. The 3 of you are in grave danger.
What exactly is it that we're in danger from, Mr. President?
Izzilla.
Wait, no, he didn't. Did he say no? He did not say Izzilla. He said Zilla. 2 completely different verbs.
That's right, Professor Pipp. Science would hang me if they found out I was telling you what I'm about to brief you on. But I feel like you 3 have the right to know, considering one of our scientists, Professor Cat, has been working with us in our biolab for years. And in this lab, we've been researching the 5 Zilla-related chemicals that have fallen from space. The very same chemicals that you, Miss Petals, have found, along with your buddies. Small doses of each of the 5 chemicals, thanks to your research.
How the huffin' word did they get their hooves on my research? Yeah, that's kinda fishy.
Getting back to the point of things, we combined some of these resources to creating what you call Zillaria.
The potion that turns a biological object into a more gargantuan form. What the hey would they be using it for? Branch of the military, turning themselves into giants and thus giving the enemy no chance of survival.
Professor Pipp took the darker way to say it, but she's technically correct. We wanted to finance the Zilla chemicals to use them to better our reinforcements should anything happen to our country. Unfortunately, Professor Cat got power hungry and he drank every last bit of Zillarium we had.
He drank it?
The conditions were correct. Zillarium, sunlight pouring into the room, and along with the Zillarium was plenty of water to drink.
The perfect conditions to make a Zilla. I don't like the way this is going.
Well, then you're really not gonna like what I have to tell you. And I'm about to tell you. Professor Cat is now a giant, and he's calling himself Gargantu-Cat.
A fitting name.
And now he's seeking the 3 of you out.
What? What does he want with us?
Your knowledge on the Zilla chemicals. He wants to become even bigger.
How big is he, Professor?
He's bigger than a Zilla, I can tell you that. Probably by about at least another 25, maybe 30 feet taller.
Goodness gracious! He's taller than a Zilla? That is really not good.
Professor Cat destroyed any and all means of our previous research, which means he also destroyed any maps leading to any of the Zilla chemicals. Now, you 3 are the only ones who have any means of finding those Zilla chemicals.
He wants to make more Zillarium and make himself even bigger. Since we're the only ones who know where the chemicals are now, then he's coming after us.
The last time he was spotted was just 15 miles away from South City, which, if reported correctly, is where the 3 of you live. I cannot make you do anything. but I would strongly suggest that the three of you go into hiding. For the safety of yourselves and the safety of quite possibly our entire country. Gargantu-Cat is already big enough as he is. We cannot allow him to become any larger. So please, Zilla tamers, be safe out there. And be careful. Gargantu-Cat, at this point, could be anywhere. God be with you.
This is not good.